Hello, my name is Haley Ryder. This is my second informative speech with a visual aid. I am here with 5 audience members, 4 right here and 1 behind the camera. And my speech topic is the history of Saturday Night Live. Live from New York, it's Saturday Night Live. Okay, we aren't actually in New York, and it technically isn't even Saturday, but that doesn't mean we can't talk about this late night TV show. Debuting first in 1975, Saturday Night Live, or commonly referred to as SNL, has become the longest-running, highest-rated show in late-night television. This comedy sketch show has been broadcast live from Studio 8H in Building GE in Rockefeller Square since the beginning. SNL is changing every week with a new guest host, innovative sketch ideas, and musical performances. I think you may be surprised to learn more about the new and old actors and comedians appearing weekly on SNL, as well as what the show looks like as it prepares weekly. This show all started with Canadian-born comedy writer Lorne Michaels, who is still the executive producer. Saturday Night Live has introduced many iconic characters to American comedy. The History Channel did a survey and found some of the most memorable characters, including the Coneheads, Dana Carvey's Church Lady, and even Coffee Talk with Linda Richman. The cast of the show is always changing and has even jump-started careers for performers such as Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, David Spade, and Tina Fey. Alongside the talented performers is a group of writers that makes sure the audience leaves the show with their stomachs hurting from laughing. Some sketches have even turned into featured films such as The Blues Brothers and Wayne's World. After being on air for more than 40 years, the schedule is pretty much down to a specific routine for preparing for Saturday night's show. According to a recent interview done with Business Insider, the week starts on Monday. This is the day the writers and cast members meet to pitch jokes and toss around sketch ideas. This is also when they are introduced to the week's host and learn a little bit more about their abilities and what they are comfortable doing. After discussing is done, Lorne Michaels, the producer, and the head writers decide which ideas to go forward with and are best. Now that everyone is clear on the ideas, Tuesday is strictly a writing day. The writers are known to frequently pull all-nighters to finish their work. When all the sketches are finalized and written on Wednesday, it is time for the read-through, with all the cast members, crew members, producers, and that week's host. It usually starts around 4 p.m. and takes around 3 hours. Thursday night starts bright and early at 6 a.m. This is the day the set is built. It is built in the Brooklyn Navy Yard, and is then shipped to Studio 8H on Friday. The set can be no larger than 9 feet, though, so it can still fit in the elevator. With the set arriving on Friday, the show is finally starting to piece together. Friday is a day for rehearsal and revisions. All sketches are run through, and any parts that are not satisfactory are rewritten for the live show tomorrow. Saturday starts and is just as busy as the days before. Final touches are made to everything, and at 8 p.m. is the dress rehearsal in front of a live studio audience. Then, after the dress rehearsal, they have time to cut sketches that did not get any laughs before the final televised show at 11:30 p.m. After the final show is a wrap, it is time to celebrate that week's creation. Although all throughout the week, teams are working to make their deadlines. Whether it's part of set building or hair and makeup, all parts are crucial in this mass production of such a short time. SNL is known for its interesting parodies, carefully executed impersonations, as well as pushing boundaries with its sketches every show. The producers and writers are not afraid to even tackle political humor, and do it very successfully. The most well-known ones are Dana Carvey as George Bush and his famous line, "Read my lips." And then there's Amy Poehler's rendition of Hillary Clinton, and Tina Fey as Sarah Palin. These political figures and the people playing them are always changing. More recent ones include current cast members Kate McKinnon as Hillary Clinton and Alec Baldwin as President Donald Trump. It was at first a risky choice to turn politics into humor, but the risk has paid off and continued to have mostly positive ratings. In an interview done with Rolling Stones with executive producer Lorne Michaels, he said he was never scared to dive into politics. He thinks it's one of the best decisions the show has ever made. Saturday Night Live is a milestone in so many comedy stars' careers. In her book Bossy Pants, Tina Fey tells readers about the multiple jobs she worked before her career at SNL. She was either working at a local YMCA or traveling with the Chicago Show Company. Written in her book, Faye says, "I still might be doing yoga with people 3 times my age, or even selling drugs if I had not taken a chance at Saturday Night Live." Faye later went on to produce and star in her own show, 30 Rock, as well. Going into their 43rd season at Studio AH, Saturday Night Live has made over 1,200 broadcasts for live audience as well as being televised. These producers and writers work throughout days and nights leading up to the big show at Saturday at 11:30 p.m. Hosting some of the biggest celebrities and hiring young comedians looking for their chance to help grow the empire of comedy, Saturday Night Live has changed American comedy for over 4 decades and still continues to do every Saturday night from New York Live. How long was it?